What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about my love of music and my music collection, which you can see a little bit of it behind me here. What kind of music do I like? Depends on the day, depends on my mood. There's no limits. I like everything. If it sounds good, I like it. I have about just under 800 CDs here, alphabetized. Top shelf goes from AC/DC to Everlast. Then we come back to Fear Factory, down to Leonard Skinner, and then we got Machine Head, to Reveille, Riznut, who I'm not quite sure I've listened to yet, to ZZ Top, because in alphabetical order, what comes after ZZ? Nothing. A lot of the bands I just mentioned were hard rock bands, but I assure you in here there is rap, there is country, there is jazz, and everything in between. Whatever you can think of, it's here somewhere. And this isn't even all of them. I got another box down in my basement that's all CDs without cases, and compilation CDs and movie soundtracks and stuff like that, that I gotta build another shelf and put up there. But Clayton, everything's digital now. Why must you have all these CDs? Because there's no artwork and digital music. When I was a kid growing up in the 80s, and I used to get cassette tapes, which some of you watching this might not even know what a cassette tape is. One of the greatest things about getting a new tape, or when CDs came out, getting a new CD, is getting home, unwrapping it, putting the music on, and while listening to the music, going through the artwork, reading the lyrics, following along with the song. On digital, you don't get awesome artwork. For instance, if I come over here to Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden has some of the best album art. Look at that. I mean, come on, that's just awesome. You go inside and look, pictures of the band, stuff. You don't get that stuff listening to it digitally. We would never know who Eddie is without album art, cover art. How would we ever know if a band is Satan worshippers without cover art? Bands like Motley Crue and Kiss, like I was told all through my childhood in the 80s, they're devil worshippers. We would never know without the cover art and the pentagrams and all. I'm kidding. I don't actually think any of those bands are Satan worshippers. So let's look through some random CDs so you can get an idea of the variety of my collection. Beastie Boys, Check Your Head, Disturbed, The Sickness, The Godfather, Ozzy, Diary of a Madman. For some rap flavor, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Easy listening, James Taylor's Greatest Hits, The Best of Frank Sinatra. 3 discs. It's got one of Frank Sinatra, one of Dean Martin, and one of like Rat Pack favorites. A lot of the stuff is rock based, but growing up in the 80s and 90s, I did grow up in what I consider was the best era of rap. So I have some rap up here. Biggie, Snoop you saw, Tupac, Naughty by Nature, Wu-Tang, no. What are some of my favorites, you might ask? It depends on my mood. If I had to pick favorites, Beatles, Billy Joel. Gym music tends to be the harder stuff. Hatebreed, Children of Bodom, Slipknot, White Zombie. When I'm sitting down, relaxing, having a cigar, we go a little more mellow, more folky stuff. Johnny Cash, Dust Bowl Revival is a go-to. Driving music, it's gotta be upbeat for driving. If I'm going on a road trip, gotta be something upbeat. Doesn't matter the genre, it's just gotta be upbeat. Now, I definitely have not listened to everything that is up here. There is some music up here, like I showed you this first one. Riznut, I don't know what Riznut is. I will get around to listening to it at some point. There are other CDs that I haven't listened to. The story goes like this. A good friend of mine, you know who you are, had an incredible music collection. He used to make mixed CDs for me all the time. Clayton, what kind of stuff do you want? He'd make me up, a mixed CD of all metal stuff, all 80s rock, all 90s rock. He was always giving me these CDs. About a year ago maybe, he posted online, I'm selling my CD collection. Anybody interested? I immediately messaged him. Take your listing down. I'll take it. Every CD you got, I'll take them all. I don't care what's in there. I'll take it. And this is what I ended up with. So some of this stuff is going to be new to me. You might see the record player here behind me. I also have some records, but I'm fairly new to the record game. When it comes to records, I don't really go for collectible stuff. I go for more out of the ordinary stuff that I think sounds good on a record player. For instance, Jelly Roll Morton. This is a double record that I picked up for $2 at a record sale. That's the kind of stuff I go for. I see Jelly Roll Morton for $2, I'm grabbing it. The Hot Mud Family. I had no idea who the Hot Mud Family was, but when I see a band name like the Hot Mud Family and a sticker price of $2, I'm taking it home to listen to it because it's gotta be awesome. And it is awesome. Another thing about records that I love is the same thing as with the CDs. The album art is just awesome on some stuff, and is also the reason why I buy some records. Monster Mash Sounds of Terror. I mean, how awesome is that? So I bought this mainly just for the album art, thinking, you know, there might be some cool horror-based rock music or like creepy music or something. There's one song, the Monster Mash, at the beginning. The rest of it is just kind of wacky shit. It's just all weird horror sounds, like from old monster movies and stuff. What is happening? So anyways, one thing's for sure, for me, regardless of what the genre is, music is life. Music gets me by. In the worst of times, this is what I rely on. Sit down, put some music on, and clear my head. Music has, since I want to say early teenage years, and always will be a huge part of my life. I love music. And one thing you'll never hear from me, I will never, no, I shouldn't say never, almost never say that sucks. I will most certainly say this is not for me, but I will almost never say that sucks. Because music is so subjective. What one person likes, someone else might think is awful or whatever. For me, if it sounds good, I love it. So something I think I'm gonna do going forward is once a week, I'm gonna pick out a CD, listen to it, and then I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna review it. Music, album art, and everything in between. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of my music collection. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Rock on!